Gen Z ready for the insurance industry, or is the insurance industry ready for Gen Z?
Gen Z, for me, from experience I've seen, these are people who are very enthusiastic, people who have a thirst for growth, people who have they want to grow very fast.
For the Gen Z, they are guided by the attitudes, the interests, and also the opinions. That they are very opinionated.
We feel like the industry is not ready for us.
And they're also pragmatic. You say that they have actually gone through the COVID times. Some saw the recession that happened in 2007, 2008. So these are people also who are so pragmatic and also very careful with how they spend their money, as opposed to the millennials who are also in the room. So, and the other thing also is that they also are driven by influencers, the marketing influencers.
We are out here, we are very talented. We can start a YouTube channel, TikTok, and we amass followers.
This country. So have we seen a lot of that? There are some influencers in this country that actually stand out and sell insurance products or sell the agenda for insurance amongst this group. So to some extent they are there, some are there, some are not there. So I'll say by and large we are getting ready, but I would have my reservations if we are not yet ready for them as such, but we are almost getting ready.
But then we feel like the industry is not ready for us because as Gen Zs, some of the attributes, we are fun, first of all. We want to dress in a certain way, but of course the millennials have the rules and stuff that sometimes we might not be accepting, but we have to go with them.
Is the current culture accommodative to Gen Z? Are we likely to retain Gen Z when they come in the industry, or are we likely to lose them based on the culture?
Discover that within the industry there are other professionals who don't necessarily need to wear a tie to work every day. You discover that people in marketing, for instance, are more flexible in their dress code because they interact with people. So it's a matter of finding your niche. If you feel like you are the kind of people that can wear a tie and you enjoy that, you'll find a place within the insurance industry. If you feel that you are the kind of people that do not necessarily enjoy the official look, if you look hard enough, you'll find a place within the industry where you can do that.
Do you think the current culture in the insurance industry will accommodate you as a Generation Z?
I think it will be difficult to accommodate us. I've been raised in a professional way because we are also the generation that in Kenya, most of us are educated. So when I come to an environment whereby, okay, you need to have your tie official every day, Monday to Friday, and you see out here in school campus, nobody is after how you dress. And that's why I think insurance is not selling in the universities. Because you see people really want to go to a place whereby I am professional, I am who I am, not by how I present myself, in that I need to report in this way, a tie, three-piece, uniform. Actually, these things are very expensive. So I feel the skills that we have acquired as Gen Z, we don't find it like most of the companies, they are up to date. So the companies need to, like you see when you go to Google Play Store, when you want to download an app, there's where you can update. So I think the companies, they need to update. You know, they need to come down, meet with the Gen Z. Then I think we'll be absorbed well in the industry.
So the first thing that you do is really to understand them and understand that you are bringing in someone on board who is actually, as he's rightly put it, thinking out of the box. So this is someone who is not going to be boxed into a particular way of reasoning or a particular way of dressing.
What will be your first action when you've onboarded a Gen Z in your department?
I'll say my first action, I actually alluded to it, is just to understand the person. That is the first thing I'll do, to seek to understand this person in a matter of, I'm bringing in a person who is not thinking like me, or not thinking like, I'm a millennial, not thinking like those who have come before us. So I will seek to, should be very clear in my mind, that the person I'm bringing on board, for lack of a better word, can be radical in his actions or her actions, because they know exactly what has brought them there. As he's saying, wanajua ni skills. You've brought me here because of my skills. If I can sell, I know I can sell. So ukiniambia nivae tie, or I clock in, or I do the biometrics thing, how does that relate to what I'm bringing on board? So I'll seek to understand this person first.
For them, they are more of they're open-minded, as I've said. They are more of data analysis. They are good. They are open to bringing more ideas. So for us, we are using that. We are capitalizing on their knowledge to bring more innovation.
I'm one of the people who have found a lot of challenges trying to accommodate Gen Z. Like, to some extent, I almost cannot stand them.
Let's say I'm a graduate from the College of Insurance. I'm coming to your company as an intern. You can't expect me to start wearing suits.
What would you want us to do for you guys to actually feel you fit in?
You just have to meet in the middle. You tell me Monday to Thursday you can wear smart official, but then on Friday I'm allowed to wear anything I want. So I guess that's where we can meet.
Remember, it's not just about you. Gen Z wako na ka entitlement. So we would also want you to understand that it's like a marriage. We are two of us. We have the millennials, we have the Gen Zs. We have to accommodate each other. Like, it has to be mutual. So what do you guys have to offer?
We are bringing skills. I have studied here at the college. I have learned, I have worked hard. So I'm bringing new skills to your company and to the industry with new ideas. Yeah.
At the same time, what do you expect us to offer?
When you are trying to recruit people, try to look at talent and skills. Because you find most of us young people, we are out here, we are very talented. We can start a YouTube channel, TikTok, and we amass followers. As in, we can get followers. And you see, when we get these followers, that means we have influence. And you see, you guys, at the millennials, you don't consider this because we are the future. If you want the industry to grow, reach out to us. We have the followers. You see, get us from this YouTube, TikTok, get us from there. You see, Safaricom, what is Safaricom doing? They are tapping any talent from wherever it is. Even a guy from Kakamega, he can be taken from Kakamega to Nairobi, and it grows. That's what Safaricom is doing. In terms of the music industry, they are tapping people from all over. So I think the insurance industry, we need to consider this.
These are guys who are very ambitious, and they seek growth almost immediately. They want it now.
As an industry, we probably need to go to their marketplace. That is where they are. They're on TikTok. Can we tap the skills in TikTok?
We have these new platforms. We have Instagram, we have Twitter, we have LinkedIn. If I can't get your email, but I follow you on Instagram, I'll send you a DM.
So the current Gen Zs who are coming into the industry, how we can seek to make that sure that we are cognizant of the growth factor that they need is to make sure that we reward skill. Within the industry, we've started seeing the need to come up with data departments, just departments that actually just delve into data so that we make data-driven decisions, even when we are pricing risks. And again, who constitutes these departments? The people who understand more about data more than us. So those are the Gen Z. So those are some of the ways that we can actually seek to make them grow by opening up our mindsets, being open-minded, and opening up innovation hubs, data hubs, digital factories. We want to sell insurance products through the digitization. Who are going to make these insurance products sell? They're the guys who every day are constantly communicating through digital tools. So those are some of the ways that you can actually encourage growth within this particular generation. You don't expect very old guys, 50 years plus, to sit in a product development committee, probably just as a supervisory or advisory role. but the people who are actually getting products churned out there to address the market needs for the Gen Z is actually the Gen Zs. So those are some of the ways that we can seek to do.
Even us millennials have elders among us, okay? And we listen to them and we follow their guidance.
Your network is your net worth. So you may even have masters, PhD, and myself with my little network, you find myself maneuvering.
Networking. To be honest, this event, the entrance fee was 500 shillings. But Bima TV, they thought okay, they are students. So at least our price was going for 250. So Makiu, there are some students out there, there are some events that even they don't consider that. And then you talk about networking. How can I manage to go to Nairobi Golf Club? I can't, because I know there are networks there. Last year, there was just recently, there was some event here in school. So we were really interested because we saw the banners of insurance companies. When we went to inquire, entrance fee was 12K. So I'm like, where am I going to get this money?
I attended an event, it's called Kenya Women in Insurance, because you guys are saying, come to such events, so I went. During the event, there are different people from different industries, from different companies. They give you their cards, they say, call me, they say, call me, they say, send an email, but they don't respond.
But you cannot come and want to be accommodated without understanding the professionalism that is in the industry.
But then some of you are so mean as trainers. And me as a Gen Z, you tell me something mean, tomorrow I'm not waking up. I'll tell my parents I'm not going back to that company.
So I would urge Gen Zs, as you come into the workplaces, as you get into those offices, please, as you want to be understood, just understand that professionalism must be maintained. That can span from dress code to how you carry yourself, the language that you use, how you write your emails, and how you even apply for jobs. Know that you see a job advert and then you DM somebody and you say, I'm interested.
Okay, when you talk about professionalism, it hits me a lot because I feel there's still a lot to be done in Kenya. I think they are not ready to absorb us because they are saying we still have a long way to go. They are saying there are a lot of things to learn. And when you look at most of the people in the industry, most of them got in the industry even without the insurance background. At least some of the Gen Z, we have a knowledge of insurance. We Gen Z, we are very competent, we are very professional. Actually, I told you this Gen Z, Kibaki, brought free education. So most of us are learned. So we urge you, and also the schools here at the College of Insurance, I will tell you, there's no shortcut. If it is a fail, it is a fail. If it is a pass, it is a pass. So I think in terms of education, we have some concept.
The Gen Z want us to be responsive to their needs, to have user-based insurance.
So you can't wake up one day and come up with a policy to cover cosmetics and all.
Solutions to humanize the brand for them so that it's a brand that they can really respond to. And finally, to meet them at their marketplace, which are the social media platforms that they have. On our end, what we are simply saying is that we also require them to be a little bit patient.
I think we have been patient. The Gen Z has been very patient with everybody. Actually, if you look around, even the people who are going for the mandamanos, the Gen Z are not there. We are patient, even with the government.
The Gen Z appear to want information sort of in a precise manner. So instead of going through long emails, they would want a chat or something that is easy to consume. Again, the industry could work a bit more on joining the platforms where the Gen Zs are.
All these platforms, Gen Z, we are there. And actually, we try to follow your companies. Every post that you post, we like. As in...
So my last 2 jobs were purely via LinkedIn. So if you tried liking and it's not working out, just continue liking. It actually works.
I believe Facebook and Twitter are now for the millennials.
You find someone even composing a CV is a problem. Doing an email is a problem. But when it comes to Twitter, that's fast. You see, it depends on where the interests are.
And the genZ are now on TikTok and sort of Snapchat. There's a lady on LinkedIn. She's called Samantha Ridgewell, if I remember correctly. So she tries to package insurance knowledge within TikTok. So there are small piece of information that is then packaged in a very short summary.
The problem I feel with the genZ, they are, how can I put this? Their consumption span is very minimal. Every minute, that's why TikTok is actually it's booming, because you can see a lot on TikTok at a short span. So someone is attending to a client, 1 minute the phone is beeping, they want to check what's going on.
I'll urge us, because I think I'm a genZ, to have the urge to learn and to be patient in terms of growth, and I think with that we'll go to a different place.
I believe it's high time we are ready to learn, but why should I wait until I come to the industry to learn? You should come to the college, the institutions, organize programs, teach us what happens in the industry. How you package yourself matters a lot. You want to be shown what to do. There are so many challenges out there. Create a solution to the problem. Trust you me, you look for a job, you'll be marketable enough.
For you to get that one opportunity that is there, everybody, 100 people are fighting for it, you need to stand out. So find ways to stand out. When you're given that one opportunity to do that interview, showcase yourself as much as possible. And also, when you showcase that, you'll go far.
They say information is power, but I differ and I'll say that applied information is power. So with that skill that you have as a genZ, you don't need to come to the industry and abide by the rules of the industry. If it works for you in a certain way, but the end goal is what we need as a company or as an organization, I think it's well to go. So the genZ, you're not cast on stone, or we are not cast on stone. Whichever way works, legally, I think we should head for it.
So what I'm saying is that there has to be a very, very big shift into the ways that we do things. And you are the ones to go out there and agitate the same. So for the topic today, when we are talking about the genZ, what I know is that when you're talking or when you're communicating to these people, you have to come to their level. I've learned that the hard way, because I have the students from the insurance industry whom you have to treat as professionals, and then I have to shift completely when I come to talk to these guys. I have to look for ways to communicate. The good thing with this genZ is that once you accommodate them, they will give back. So that is our observation as the judges, and I believe that this was a very important session, and we pray that we are going to have many more of these. We thank you very much.